Uber drivers. What was the creepiest passenger experience you've ever had? I'm an Uber driver, and one of my passengers invited me into their home. I've seen a lot of things as an Uber driver, questionable things. I thought that having a foot job while driving was the worst, but after what happened today, I think I'll be quitting for good. I have 2 kids that I need to take care of since their father, Demetrius, went to go grab milk at the store for a good 7 years now. I work as a teacher during the day and would drive for Uber as soon as the school day ended. I try to accept as many rides as I can for as long as I can. I wish I never accepted that last ride. It was around 10 p.m. when I got the notification for a booking. The drop-off location struck me as odd, but I didn't think much of it at the time. A tall, slender woman settled herself in the back seat. She was gorgeous, short brown hair, impossibly perfect bone structure, and the brightest green eyes I'd ever seen on a human being. She looked to be in her mid-20s. I greeted the woman as she entered the car. "Good evening, Lauren, right?" "Yes. And you, dear?" "Yasmin." "Yes." She asked me in a tone that sounded far beyond her years. "I'm sorry. Your name, dear?" My passengers rarely asked me for my name. "Yes, nice to meet you." "Likewise, Yasmin," she responded, she a few times during the ride, and asked me about my life. Then she asked me about my kids. I was starting to get a strange feeling about Lauren. It was odd to me that she was asking me about my kids in the way that she was. My passengers didn't normally converse with me, and when they did, they would mostly talk about themselves. Then again, I could have just been overthinking. I had to take a really massive shit. There was no way I could hold it until I got back to the city. As much as Lauren creeped me out, I couldn't just shit my pants, so I swallowed up all my courage, like come and asked her, Lauren, this might be an extremely unusual request, but would it be alright if I used your restroom?" "Of course, dear, that would be no problem at all," she replied. I was looking at her through the rearview mirror and thought I saw her right eye twitch. Must have been my imagination. We'd arrived at a seemingly average suburban house. "Thank you for the ride, Yasmin. Shall we?" Lauren asked me as she exited the car. I followed suit and accompanied her to the front door. "We're actually having a small get-together at the moment," she said to me, and spun around to ring the doorbell before I could respond. A young woman had answered the door, again, very attractive. Man, what do these people eat? She had similar features to Lauren, which lead me to believe they were sisters. They had the same brown hair and green eyes. "Oh, hello," the young woman greeted us. "Rose, this is Yasmin. She's here to use our restroom," Lauren explained. "Yasmin, this is Rose, my younger sister. Nice to meet you. Sorry for the intrusion," I apologized. "No apologies necessary, dear. Come, let me show you the way," Rose said as she took my hand and led me inside. "We're actually having a small get-together at the moment." That was eerie. The way they spoke was nearly identical. Rose even said the exact same thing Lauren did, and the way Rose called me dear when I was probably a decade older than her. When we went through the dining room, I saw their small get-together. There were at least 10 other people in the dining room. They all had the same brown hair and bright green eyes. Even if they were all related, it was strange how even the shade of brown and green remained consistent. I felt a chill run down my spine. The way they were all just sitting there, staring at the food in front of them. I couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief when we exited the dining room, partly because what the fuck, and how I was seriously about to shit myself. "Here we are. Please let me know if you require any further assistance. I'll be in the dining room," Rose said as she walked away. "Thanks," I called after her. I shut the door and was finally able to relieve myself. I checked my phone to see if I received any messages from my cousin, Samantha. I pulled my pants back on after destroying the skibidi toilet with my nuclear shit. As I washed my hands, I noticed something off about the mirror. It seemed as if it was a part of the wall. That kind of made the alarms in my head go off. I read about this somewhere. I needed to confirm my suspicions, so I placed my finger on the mirror. There was no gap. It was a 2-way mirror. I nearly jumped out of my skin when I heard a knock on the door. "Yasmin, is everything all right in there?" I heard Rose ask me from the other side of the door. Yeah, sorry, be out in a sec," I told her. I looked away so that my back was facing the mirror and shot Samantha a text message. I told her to call me if I didn't get to call her first within the next 15 minutes. I put my phone back in my pocket and walked out into the hallway where Rose was waiting. "We were wondering if you would like to join us," she smiled at me. It was unsettling, as if she was up to something. It was like I could almost see it in her eyes, something behind them that I couldn't explain. I felt confused.